What's up, visionary?
What's good?
Welcome to another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. I'm Tanya, and I'm joined by my wonderful husband.
Lamar.
And we hope you're doing well as usual. We want to first thank you for subscribing to the channel.
Yes,
For those of you who are new to the channel, again, I'm Tanya, and this is my wonderful husband, Lamont. And we are on a mission to create healthier relationships, that's going to lead to healthy marriages.
Yeah.
And we want to get there from dating.
Yeah, starts with dating.
It starts in the beginning.
Yeah.
So we're back at you with another balloon popping react episode. So
Pop the balloon.
Pop the balloon. So we're gonna hop on in. Because there's always lessons in the blessing.
Yeah.
Or that's backwards. I'm gonna say blessings in the lessons.
Blessings in
the lesson.
Yeah.
Okay, so without further ado, let's hop on in.
They have really good stuff, so I'm trying to start, importing some and selling.
Nice.
And also, I'm working on a dating app with a few people.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So what do you like to do for fun?
Travel.
Mm-hmm. You like to travel.
Okay. I like to travel.
Uh-huh.
Study. Restaurant cook, sing. Anything interesting, actually.
Okay. What are so now what do you look for in a man?
Somebody with good manners.
Okay.
Somebody that has ambitions. Somebody that knows what they want. Someone that's aware of his sexuality too, and is not sexually curious about other things. Yeah.
Okay. So now what are some of your deal breakers?
Someone who doesn't have good manners. And someone who does not want to grow and learn. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. All right. Let's start with your name and age.
My name is Body. It's my real name, just so you know. And I'm 33.
33. Okay. And Body, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur as well. I own a few businesses.
Okay. What kind of businesses you own?
Oh, I'm a franchisee of a dessert company, and then vending machines. There's plenty more. A lot. Serial entrepreneur.
Okay. Very cool. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
It was really just the age. Nice dress. It was really just the age.
Okay.
Yeah, she's older than me, so yeah. I
Got
don't
it.
typically want that.
Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
He looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't date younger.
I'm a pause. So, do you think age, when you up in age like that, so they like in the 30s,
34.
Yeah. Do you think like 33 should distract somebody from being in love or even going on a date in this case with somebody that's 36?
Now, I think a good age gap is about 5 years based on the maturity level of the person, because you never know the maturity of the person. Just because a person is older doesn't necessarily mean they're mature than somebody else.
Yeah.
So I hate people knocking. Even me and you have a age different than our age.
Yeah, I'm a lot younger than you are.
Yeah, you're a lot younger than I am.
That's a joke. But yeah, we do. We have an age gap, and it works perfectly.
Yeah.
So I hate to see people, and I know everybody got their own preference, but to, disqualify somebody for
being a little
younger or a little older,
yeah.
You might miss that one.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Because, especially for women, a lot of times women are going to be the one they live longer than men. So a woman age, she can still be kind of healthy later on in age versus a man if he's not working out and stuff. So he'll lose this a whole lot quicker.
Yeah, and men just do so much worrying.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think? Share your thoughts. Let's get back in.
What? Yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying, what would they consider a good age gap of people to kind of be in a relationship? I know you don't want no granddaddy dating daughter. I know a lot of
Yeah.
older men go for younger women only to make them hospice wives.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think 5 years is a good age gap to be, as long as the maturity level is on the same level. It's decent. It's all about
Yes.
maturity level versus age.
Yeah, so we're going with 5 years. What you think? Share your thoughts in the comments wherever you see the video.
Still, and I mean, it's a cultural thing that's okay, but I'm still trying to warm up to it. I'm still trying to warm up to the fact that I could be with someone younger that could teach me something. So I do understand where you come from.
Thank you.
Let's head back over here. Name and age.
I'm Don, and I'm 33.
33. Okay. And Don, what do you do?
So I'm a serial entrepreneur as well. I also have a marketing company and have a company called Arizona Trending. So
Okay, cool. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I was kind of just thinking the whole time, just confidence. I like someone, to really come into the room and just breathe the confidence. You're
Right.
very beautiful. I'm very attracted to you.
But
I think friends.
a lot of people do be mentioning about that when they're coming on. I think more or less women should come in there owning the room. Men can seek out the less confident woman, and women too. So confidence is the big thing. Coming out there with your head high and just really keeping your head up and looking at people. I think if you could just do those two things, that ultimately keep your confidence up. Eye contact and keeping your head up at all times.
Well, I felt like she was pretty bubbly. I mean,
Yeah.
she wasn't too bad.
But she was a little.
I know at the beginning she was kind of,
jittery,
probably
nervous,
but she kind of owned the room.
Yeah, and I think
really.
I think people do need to give a little grace too as far as that too, man.
Yeah, and see, okay, let's keep going, and then I'll get into that a little later. You have something else?
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I see it.
I want more friends if that
Yeah,
counts for
friends is
something.
cool.
I don't have enough.
Yeah, I like the fact that you're a serial entrepreneur, so we could
Yes.
definitely be friends, talk business.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
I love his heart. He looks good.
Thank you.
You have a panache to you.
Panache.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Likewise.
Right.
I don't know what that means, but likewise.
You look good. You dress. You have a different style. I love the hat, the hair. I don't have a problem with men having hair, no hair,
Okay.
short, tall. You have to have good manners because manners are very easily to copy.
Absolutely.
If you curse a lot, I'll curse a lot eventually. So
Yeah.
So
I don't
want
even
to care
like to
about these
curse.
things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead, baby.
No, go ahead.
I think she said a big thing, because the man sets the tone. See, he's supposed to set the tone of the relationship, and God forbid that you don't have a good man, that he's going to set a bad tone. But the man sets the tone. So if he's doing a lot of cussing, or he might not be cussing, a lot of women women are gonna eventually pick up off the energy that the man brings in the relationship. So that was good that she asked that question about cussing and just how you present yourself, because a woman's she's your helper. Y'all begin clinging to each other way before marriage.
Yeah, she's kind of going to follow the leader.
Yeah.
So you're the leader, and you want to be the leader. You want to be a positive, good leader for your woman. You don't want her to pick up those bad habits.
Yeah.
Then lead.
And I know
qualities.
Yeah, and I know sometimes they won't necessarily cuss, but like I said, they pick up just that negative. Cussing comes with a lot of negative other energy that just naturally comes with it.
Facts.
Feel that.
Cool. Thank you. And then we had one more down here. Oh, actually, two more. Okay, let's stop here first. Your name and age.
My name is Daniel, and I'm 32 years old.
All right. And Daniel, what do you do?
So I'm a doctor of nursing practice. I'm also a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner,
Okay.
and I'm a nursing professor as well, and a business owner also.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Hey,
All right. So why'd you end up popping your balloon?
she's a beautiful woman. Just the age thing, that's it. I'm 32. I turned 33 next week.
Right.
You're Nigerian?
No, from Cameroon.
Cameroon? I'm
Yes.
Nigerian. I know a lot of
You
Cameroon
are?
people, yeah.
Oh, as an African man, that's normal.
You know,
they don't
so
go
you
for
understand.
younger. They
Yeah,
don't go
we
for
don't do
older.
that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she
Unless I
understand.
have a lot of money.
Nah, I got money.
Uh-huh.
I got my own. Right. But yeah, that's all it is. So
All right. So now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, he looks good.
thank you. Thank you so
Look,
much.
look at his eyes. It's like they're charming or something. You
Thank you
see,
so much.
he
Thank you so much. You're very
yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then we got one more down over here. Okay, your name and age.
Nick and 38.
Nick,
Hi.
what do you do?
I'm a personal trainer, an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. What's some of your businesses?
I do music. I record, just personal train and stock market.
Very nice. And why'd you end up popping your balloon?
She was talking something about sexuality and somebody I didn't understand.
It's not about sex. It's being curious, like not knowing that they're attracted to women per se. They're attracted to men and women.
And you know the crazy thing is, let me go. I guess I go.
Of what they really want, which is you be with someone and you don't know that they have a secret life or they secretly like someone
You
else.
should explain it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But I think pretty much any man, but I say about 23, 24, you should know what sexuality means, exploring sexuality means.
Yeah. She must have been through this a lot.
Yeah,
or,
for
you
her
know,
to say
several
that.
times. She could have been hurt by that kind of
There's
situation.
a lot of down low
before.
brothers, man. There's
It
a lot of
is.
people, especially nowadays. I mean, you got a lot of, you know, back in the day, like tattoos and stuff. It used to be the thing for people that went to prison or use a gang related thing. Nowadays, anybody can have tattoos. So the man could look like the baddest thing. You could he look all mean and masculine. You think he's more masculine than he is. He actually more feminine than he is, just because a lot of people are using tattoos as just art.
Yeah.
Back in the day, tattoos wasn't art. It was a figure of you've been to prison or you was either gang related.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot.
And the tattoos and stuff, they're having it as a disguise to hide behind
their true self. They want to look a little more masculine than they are. So they present a manly version. Then behind closed doors, they're the woman version.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel it when she asked that question.
Yeah. That was a good question.
Yeah, you're very beautiful, and it's just like I don't think you have a lot of time for me.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
And my fact, keep going. I'm
I think it's an excuse, but I do have a lot going on.
Address this because I do see a lot of people. One of the biggest things right now is people popping their balloon based off the activities that other people got going on. Like, for instance, he just said that she seems like she got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people fail to realize is even to have empathy for somebody else, because like everybody on this panel got a lot going on. They serial entrepreneur. We ain't getting to the video yet when they wanted to do the rest of it.
Just said that was serial entrepreneurs. So
yeah. So most of everybody's going to have things going on. You single. Yeah. When you single, you're going to put your energy somewhere. I would hate to see somebody say, well, I got about 1 or 2 jobs or just doing the minimum. That means they're not using their time wise. So people are going, if I'm single, then my time would more than likely be occupied with a lot of things.
Yeah. And if you're thinking ahead and intentionally being intentional
about your life,
about dating, then you're going to know that. You're going to know that this is something that you do. So the person that you want, a lot of people who come on here don't want nobody with kids or, want to, of course, a single person, but a single person is going to more than likely be just like you, busy.
Yeah, busy with
a lot of things. And if they're not, that should be a red flag. That like, who's just chilling. A lot of them say, I want somebody who's ambitious, who's goal-oriented. So with that type of person, obviously, they're gonna be busy.
Yeah, and I think it's more or less about what does the person do? Can our lives, can what we do as individuals can somehow find that to even bigger and that free.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest question. I don't care what I know. It's not about if the person's busy because I know we make time for things we treasure. So if I get in a relationship, and I'm eventually, if I want to be in a relationship, and I know these people on here on Pop the Balloon, so they looking to find love, then I'm going to eventually spend more of my time with the person versus working. But right now, as in this season of my life, yes, I'm full-time working. That's all I spend my time doing is working. I think people really need to understand that.
Yeah.
to actually come on here and actually create a bond with somebody, you gotta let that go.
Yeah, and even when you get into that relationship, you still gonna be busy unless you now that you in a relationship, you done. You done. I mean, I don't got goals no more. I'm finally in a relationship. That's all I have. No,
you still
gonna be busy. So
and eventually hopefully you start spending more time with the person, so we could eventually take it to the next level.
because as time goes, the closer you get to where you want to be, if you're, if you're ambitious about conquering your goals, or you're gonna get there. So naturally things will slow down.
Yeah.
You ain't slacking. Make time for each other.
All right.
I didn't even have time to do my nails before getting here. I left from work and I had to, yeah.
I like someone that's your type.
He looks good. I love the hair. Everything looks good.
Thank you.
Well,
He looks like a younger brother, though. Yeah.
That's cool.
All right, thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Let's head back.
I'm not gonna do the walk with you.
I know. I don't blame you.
Oh,
Okay. All right, let's go over here. Your name and age.
James, I'm 34.
All right, and James, what do you do?
I'm a recent law school graduate, and I also do legal consultant work and legal commentary as well.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think you're very, very pretty. Very nice shoes, very nice dress. Put it together very well. I agree with the brother here to my left. I think that you, and maybe you're just nervous. Perhaps you're just nervous, but I just think you need to exude just a little bit more confidence,
right.
and just kind of mastering the room, mastering.
I'm actually surprised that he said
speaking, coming out here, and
because he's more calm and collect. He would be one that
bashful.
I know. He probably in his confidence state, because there's some people got a bland state. You know what I'm saying? They just bland. And I think he would be one of those guys, just bland. So he would say, I would say he's not in the confidence, but he would say he is in the confidence state. So I think to each his own with that.
Yeah. When I look at his suit though, and the color,
because you never can judge a book by. He might be like that, and I think he did make the comment, in this setting. So people come, they present, I think he's presenting the thing he would probably be in most of the day, because he's the lawyer, so he'd probably be in that touch. But in this relaxing state, a lot of times people be totally different people. I'm a job one way, but when I'm a relax, I'm totally relax.
Yeah, for me, I see people who's not spunky or don't got no, spark about them. They wouldn't wear a color like that. I just feel like they would be
more preserved, like a black suit.
I want to say comfortable, but that ain't more safe, with what they wear.
Yeah.
As far as, the color, like maybe black.
Yeah,
or maybe
like say gray, like a
gray,
dull color.
Something like that.
Conveying what you're looking for in a guy and things.
Okay.
Also, just a serial entrepreneur. Every time I hear that, it kind of scares.
But he does sound very bashful.
But like I said, she press play again, because let me go ahead and get this.
Scares me.
I did not use that word though.
I could have sworn I heard serial entrepreneur.
No,
but,
not from.
Okay, all right. Well, I just someone. You just seem like you're very busy as well. I'll say that. You said you run a lot of businesses. I did hear that.
Yeah.
So you seem very busy, and I just feel like if we're here for love, if we're here for potential marriage.
Like I said, everybody on the panel had the same amount of businesses that she had, but they look at her as it's too many businesses. I want, like I said, if she had
a girl thing, woman thing.
It seems like it's a sex thing, and she had what she said she did cologne. She was starting a dating app.
Yeah.
Probably about three things. I think probably literally about three things. And that's like I said, you got to realize that's the average. I mean, the average entrepreneur has about three different things. I mean, we have about 7
cereal.
about 7 different businesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's just majority of people are going to be with more than one business. I think you can expect that dating scene nowadays, and I think we got to be open to people having multiple things
Mhm.
that you do, and that is actually against the Bible. Not it's actually God in the Bible recommends, like I said, I posted a video today, 7 things, no 8, because you do not know which venture will set sail.
Yeah. And 2,
Or when disaster will strike. And
Yeah.
you one business go down, the next business come
Come
up.
up.
So like right now we're in e-commerce business, and I can see the foreseeing future is the e-commerce business is going to slow down this year.
Mhm.
Walmart said it. So that business is going to, I think, if people don't have time for you just because they say, I got multiple businesses that I'm in. If I can do it, somebody else can do it too. We're no different. We sometimes we think we're more thorough than somebody else. Like I can handle it, but I don't think she can. And that's kind of what it's saying. Like I can do it because she had the same amount. He said he did like 3 different things. Most everybody else did like 3 or 4 different things.
Again, is that businesses. So they weren't like us. Like we got together young at younger ages in our life. So we were able to build together, even though we had our own independence. Mostly, we built together. But with them at the age they are, they're gonna come in a relationship with us. So they about to have like 14 businesses together. So it's just gonna get, more serious. So just deal with it. At this age, you cannot expect her not to have a lot of businesses.
Yeah. I can say that. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even think about that. Well, yeah, we did marry young, but if we was the met in our 30s and 40s, then you probably would have 3 or 4 things going on. I would have 3 or 4 things going. That's just the way it kind of should be,
right?
Because the Bible says, "Have 7, no 8," because you do not know which one will hit.
Marriage or children, whatever, I just want to make sure that there's time
Right.
for me and time for our future.
No.
And then too, another way to look at it is that you in law school, right? He's in law school, so she'll be able to let some of that stuff go.
Yeah.
A woman, let some stuff go.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And
as long as she comfortable and she know you that leader, you that man, you doing what you supposed to do, she'll be willing to let some stuff go.
And that's the thing.
She gonna have time.
A lot of times we will focus on things that makes them more money. If I got somebody else, so I don't have to work that hard. Okay, I can work a little less. If you taking up some slack, then I can focus on what really brings the money instead of kind of spreading myself too thin.
Right, and she's at the age now that she's probably ready to start thinking about having kids. Yeah. She probably ready to start like settling down. So yeah, she's gonna be ready to let go of some things. Yeah. And let her husband lead. That's just how it
is. And I think one of the biggest things that people got to realize is people coming on this show, pop the balloon to find love. Mm-hmm. They ultimately, most of the women are ultimately looking to find love. You get a couple of them come on there trying to advertise that little stuff, or maybe just trying to, but 80% of them, I think, is ultimately coming on there to find love. So whether or not, whatever they're doing, they will drop it if the man is somebody that they feel they trust and they can connect with and they can build with. Mm-hmm. They're gonna drop everything. Want to drop everything. Whatever you see, as long as she's a career-driven woman, she's gonna drop a lot of things to make time for the person that she want to be with. Yeah. Or the man too. Mm-hmm. I don't know. A lot of men kind of be stuck into their ways. They say, I want to do my thing. But I actually want a relationship. I want a woman at home. A lot of the men, they really want a woman to stop what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It seems like they want a woman to stop what they're doing and help me or cater to me. Yeah, well, it ain't gonna work like that.
No, but even a career-driven woman at some point, once she get to where she
feel comfortable,
feel comfortable, ready to have kids, or she don't have kids, she's gonna be ready to lay it down for a little while,
And I think another big thing too is people want to. If a woman is stopping what she's doing, people don't like lifestyle changes. Mm-hmm. So people want. You say you want me to stop, you want a woman to stop, and you wanted to have kids, and you want to do all this at the house and do all that. she want to keep the same lifestyle she had waiting for the kids when y'all both was working, she was doing her thing. That what makes a woman more rewarding to say, okay, I can let go of some things and actually have kids. I know that my lifestyle is not going to change. You're not going to switch up on me when we have kids and try to change my lifestyle or like belittle my lifestyle because now we got kids like, oh, it's one income in the house. I could have stayed working. We could have had two incomes.
Yeah.
So a woman don't like that, but be open to both partners working if you over 30, having multiple incomes.
Yep. And for walking your power, your woman will follow.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you ain't walking your power, then you ain't being that man. You ain't being that saying in a relationship, like they were saying in the beginning, like she don't want to cuss a man or something, you know, because it rubs off. It's the same difference.
Yeah, you want a woman that's active, that got some drive, not just to be a homebody, because that can backfire you.
Yeah, sure can.
I see a lot of people, they do say they want somebody to be at home and they be the full financial breadwinner. That's the old days. You know what I'm telling you, boy. I see people say it all the time. I say, you would not want no woman 9 days, especially if she on social media, to be sitting at home doing nothing, talking about she a housewife. It is too much trouble. And like I said in the other video, the devil loves idle hands. It's the playground. So when you at home, it ain't even when you got kids at home, you still have a lot of free time on your hand. And you only raise kids when most parents, unless they're at homeschooling, but a lot of people not once the kids get of age. Your kids gonna be out of the house, or they're gonna be in school by the time they turn 6. So it's really like a 1 to 5 year gap where a woman actually stays home and keep the kids. Yeah. It's really like 6 years where the woman actually stays home and keep the kids till the kids get up school age, and they be in school and she able to go back to a regular lifestyle.
Yeah, it's so many moving parts of this particular conversation we're having because, like you said earlier. Was talking about. You said it when we was talking
it's just
earlier. So if you got a woman or a man, I'm gonna say woman because of what's going on with Pop the Balloon. She ain't got good credit. She in her 30s, you know, she older. She ain't got good credit. She ain't got, you know, nothing to show on paper that she's been working or nothing. Then it's just gonna be on you.
And see, and I do, you know, I was thinking about that today. I said, people, boy, y'all are so. They don't really know math. Even like that, entrepreneurs, like when you going to buy a house, as far as building wealth, let's say if we're married couple building wealth, you use both incomes to qualify for the house. But you buy the house, especially your first house, because your first house is not going to be your forever house. Right. Your first house, you actually get a house that only one income can pay for. See, I see so many people that do it back and they end up over exercise on their loan. They end up paying too much for a house that's worth too little. Because the key thing is you both incomes qualify for the house, but you get the house that only one income can pay for, at least not so much income, not the full income is taking care of the household. And therefore, when you are able to move, bam, you rent that one out, or now the next person build on. And now I'm going to use the same amount of credit. We still got credit left over. We can get a full house. Right. And now we're able to move into a bigger house. Our actually dream house is what's a lot of times be the second house. Be the house that you really want. The first house, always, you get your first house and you all be so excited about your first house. You're like, after about 5 or 10 years, which is how much average people stay in the house, especially when the first house, then you're ready to go. So having two entrepreneurs that's making money, that's out here growing, you can move a whole lot quicker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's your type. Fear is something that is okay. It's okay to be afraid and not to be afraid of being afraid. You have to embrace it. And eventually your confidence shows up. I'm a very confident person. I can speak in a crowd of 2,000 and more. See? But this is a show, and you know how the critics be when you make a mistake.
Definitely,
you know. But yeah, he looks good. I like the way he's dressed. He looks responsible, and he's in law school. He definitely has a brain. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And he graduated. He's not in school no more.
Oh.
Lost to graduate.
Sorry, sir.
We both mishearing each other.
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you, James. Okay, so we do have 4 balloons left unpopped.
Right.
Go ahead and ask these remaining guys a question.
How are your mannerisms?
How are your mannerisms?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, why are you single? Why would you say you are single? There's always a reason for it, I think.
Okay. Let's start over here first. Name and age.
Shad, 34.
Shad, what do you do?
Shad or Charles?
Shad.
Sounds French.
So I'm the owner of Opulence Imports LLC in South Florida. I'm also a beard model, men's fashion influencer as well. And yeah, that's it for now.
All right, if you want to go ahead and answer her questions.
Wait, there was a question before that though. Mannerisms. Okay.
Oh, mannerisms and why are you single?
From my culture, I was raised to, when you walk in a room, good morning, good afternoon, greet adults, look them in the eyes, things of that nature.
And see what he just said. I think a lot of people are failing to do that when they come on a Pop the Balloon show, man. They just don't have good manners. Like I said, one of the good manners, especially when you're coming out men, I think thing freezing up. You would.
So I'd say my mannerisms are cultured.
Okay.
And as far as the single part of it, I would say I'm a very selfless person, very selfless individual.
Okay.
And I seem to attract selfish people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know why that is, but it always ends up in me giving, and there's no reciprocity. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
once I feel like, I'm giving and I'm not being poured
Getting
into,
back.
Yeah. I say it's almost like it's always the good guys always get the bad girls, and the same versus the good girls always get the bad guys.
Yeah, well, you know what they say.
Opposites attract.
Yeah, or sometimes you attract.
Yeah,
because
you
you're
attract.
not here,
Yeah, you attract the person. Yeah, and maybe a woman see vulnerability too,
Yeah.
like a man said.
yeah, it becomes draining at
It's
some
okay
point.
to give without expectations, Sometimes, eventually, what you want is going to come to you.
No, but that's the thing. I give.
Don't
of a-
stop.
Yeah, no, and I'm
Don't
not gonna
stop.
stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to position myself in a way that I could attract
Put it back.
a person that's also a giver.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're
Right.
pouring into each other instead of one cup being filled.
And see, I think many times it's just sometimes you got to lower your standards. And I guarantee you, like I said, he probably attracting the same person, but he's probably looking
going
after the same person. Many times we go after the same person, just in a different body, and we expect things to be different. The same looking girl at the same plate that you probably met the last girl at, but you think this girl gonna be different. It just don't work like that. A lot of times you keep fishing in the same spot, you'll catch the same fish.
Yeah, it might be
with the same bait.
That shorter woman that you don't want, or that taller man. I mean, well, not taller man, shorter man that you don't want, or woman.
And I think he eventually did pop the balloon. And I think, like I said, he was saying one of the things he was hesitating with was about the age. So many times it's because we still stuck. We put ourselves in a little certain boxes that really sets us up for the same people.
Yeah, we don't know why we getting the same person. Because that's what he said. I don't know why I attract the same person. A selfish person when I'm selfless. That's because you're looking for the same person.
The same girl in a different body.
Yeah.
Same little attraction. Looked the same, exact same. Like I said, probably met all in the same way. And it ended up the same.
Yeah. It's kind of like marketing or something. You got to tweak.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. All right, your name and age.
How you doing? My name is Jeremy. I'm 36.
And Jeremy, what do you do?
I have a logistics LLC. I'm a sports broadcaster. I'm a barber. I'm a event plan. I do a whole bunch of things.
All right. And if you want to go ahead and just answer her questions.
I knew that I wasn't in good health. Then one day I went to get my blood work done and the results were not good. I was potentially going to.
So my mannerisms are amazing. I'm humble, real chill, I'm respectable, and I have a lot of decorum about myself. The reason why I'm single is I just haven't found the right one. Like my man said, I ran across a lot of the wrong people, a lot of users, narcissists, people that's not really looking for what I'm looking for, which is a family, and a future. So,
like I said, man, it's just always the guys that want a relationship that actually will get marriage material, that always get the bad guys, man. Like I said, and I think that's why people need to still be optimistic about love and relationship. That's why we named our channel, because I still believe that we can box ourselves up to people that we think nobody dates single mothers, nobody's looking for a relationship, but there's a lot of people out here that still want a relationship, that are still good men and women out here that's not all about for these streets and stuff, that you can actually go ahead and connect. But the name of the game is just to be open and stop being so close-minded about the people, what you looking for. Certain criteria, like I said, can be adjustable. That's like I said, I was talking about the last video, certain things called adjustable traits. Mm-hmm. We need to be able to adjust some traits that we can adjust later on down the road in a relationship. Certain things are non-negotiable, but certain traits are traits that we can adjust once we say, oh, he's cute. Certain things I think I can work with that. I think we can switch up his clothes up. I know I don't want to change the style, but all you do is suggest something to a man to switch it up. Baby, I like you in this shirt. Man love you, he gonna switch it up. You next week, and by next week, you're gonna see him with the shirt on that you used to say, I love seeing that shirt. He gonna get it. Mm-hmm. He gonna get it. We're gonna eventually, and I was listening to a podcast there. I see people say, well, you fall in love. No, I do think eventually that you mold the person into the person that you want to love. Mm-hmm. We don't know how to love each other. We learn that as we go. Now we might be attracted. A lot of times it's the first just sexual attraction or physical attraction, but we eventually learn to love each other by growing to each other. Mm-hmm. So we teach each other how to love each other over the years, and we get closer as we go.
And learning to deal with each other flaws and quirks. We, like you said, we mold each other. I also think that when you dating later, like trying to find love later, that a lot of times you've already passed up on that good thing. Yeah. Because of the expectations you had. I'm not saying you can't still find it, but you already had it, but you let it go. Yeah. Something, you let it go because you might have seen somebody look better than her or him, and you let them go. And that was that perfect person for you. Yeah. So I do feel like that too. Yeah. Because I feel like it's a numbers game too. Yeah. Like, once you get a good person, it's going to take about 5 or 6 dates or more relationships to get another good person. Yeah, I feel like that too. Sometimes.
But you shouldn't get a relationship. The name of the game is dating and sorting without even getting in a relationship. Mm-hmm. Once you get in a relationship, y'all should pretty much be in a relationship with somebody more or less on a serious note.
Yeah, absolutely. But, growing up, 20s, or I say 17, 18, when older, when you're getting older, you
date with intention.
With intention. But sometimes you get into a relationship with that person who's the person, but you end up stepping out on them, or you end up doing stupid. Yeah. And the thing I got to me today was the person needy or greedy. When I see a situation like that. So when you got infidelity in a relationship, and that hit me like I said, oh, and we really got, because sometimes the person was the person needy when they stepped out of your relationship, or was they greedy? And I think that's a question we got to ask ourselves: do he expect too much from me, or do they? Person expect my communication. Yeah, that's a good one. We're gonna get a little deep on that, but
is the person needy or greedy?
Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
I'm Cedric. I'm 37.
Cedric, what do you do?
I'm a sales rep for a staffing firm and also run an e-commerce business too.
E-commerce.
If you want to go ahead and just answer her question.
So my mannerisms, I'm very cool, calm, collected. I'm humble as well. I'm an introvert by nature, but depending on my environment, who I'm around, I can be more of an ambivert. So I'll say that's my mannerism. And the reason why I'm single, I would say, just from what I've experienced, a lack of emotional stability. For the most part, stability.
Right. Okay.
And
You know, it's crazy that just about all these men on here is talking about the women just being the more ruthless person in a relationship. And I'm not the men are the ones that's getting their heart broken.
Oh, baby. No.
over here, your name and age.
How's it going? My name is Tadero. I'm 35.
Hi.
And Tadera, what do you do?
I work in the edtech space as a sales leader. I also helping my brother from another build a entertainment company focused on preserving hip hop, R&B, and black cinema called Hell Nostalgia.
Okay. And if you want to go ahead and just answer her questions.
Yeah, I think that I think I'm single just because things just didn't work out, and my mannerisms is simply, I would say, one, adaptable. I'm adaptable to whatever the environment I need to be in. I'm from East Oakland, California, so whatever space that I need to be in, I can adapt to that. But also, I'm just very humble. I know that like life is bigger than me, so I try to like leave spaces better than I left it, better than I found them.
Pause it right there.
Thank you.
If I can tell any man that's watching this, man, I can tell you what that man just said is almost the key to anything in life, any person that you come in contact with. As long as you leave the spot or person better than they was before they met you. Mm-hmm. Never leave somebody with a sour taste in your mouth because of you. Mm-hmm. That's a good man, good characteristic and quality to take with you. Never leave somebody with a sour taste in their mouth because of you.
All right, let's head on back. So I am now going to hand you a pick. Have you hold on to that. All right, and then just to kind of switch on over to you, if you want to go ahead and answer your own questions.
So to break it down, mannerisms is being loud on the phone, knowing when to speak when allowed to, and being able, like the cursings, and being able to be polite, to hand your seat when you see someone older or a pregnant woman, or maybe just a woman or a kid. Mannerisms is broad, but they did answer the question well. So
I had me of all the ones except the kids.
And the reason why I would think I'm single is cultural difference.
Okay.
Yes. And that's because I'm not used to the dating scene here. It's a little different. You know, you have to understand people's traumas. Where I'm from, you man it up and, you know, you go. But you have to understand that some people don't have a village to go to and talk to when they have problems, and they bottle it up and leads to depression. So I don't understand them.
And you said you're from Cameroon?
Cameroon, yes.
Cool. Well, it's time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one balloon.
You know, what she just said, I think is one of the biggest problems we have in relationships right now is dating. Empathy and understanding. I think right now, this pivotal point in time, nobody seems to have any empathy and understanding for one another. We have a lot of these gender wars going on. You got man against the woman, woman against the man. And each of these people, and the crazy thing about it is they call themselves helping. You got bitter people on here doing these podcasts, and even doing a lot of these pop the balloon react. Some I call it some of them are really talking about good stuff, sort of like we are. But you got a lot of them on here, just bitter people that's using real life as entertainment. I know we want to be entertained sometimes, but certain things, like you can't beat a person down expecting the person to get better. And we it's like the men are doing that to the women, but yet they don't hear like learn how to talk to a man, but yet you talking to a woman the same way you don't want her to talk to. It's like we're trying to fight fire with fire, and we're expecting people to get better. We are lacking empathy, sympathy, and understanding of one another. If we can get that in the relation, we can get that when we looking at somebody, knowing that everybody got flaws, nobody is perfect, everybody has come short in sin, then I think we'll be more to connect with somebody and have understanding that, hey, that's a human being like me. I know they probably made mistakes. We all make mistakes, but I can be a person of grace to work with it, to look past that, because I know nobody's perfect. Empathy and understanding is needed in the dating field.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll have you scoot over. Okay, so why was your balloon unpopped?
Well, she's pretty and she has a lot going on. I admire somebody who has a lot going on. That means that it shows a level of ambition, and that's why I kept my balloon up pop.
I said some people
why'd
like
you end
it,
up
some
popping his
people don't.
balloon?
I had to pick from 4 handsome men, and he's one of them. It's unfortunate. It's a show, and I have to, I've been there before. I know how stressful it can get, so I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not stressed at all.
Oh, I was.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Like I said, we could just have that in the dating field. I think we'll be able to connect with more people, and we can actually find the one. Empathy, sympathy, and understanding.
Sympathy.
Yeah, you gotta have some sympathy, because sympathy, I understand that you're not perfect. I'm not gonna mean I understand you. We just don't have no kind of sympathy or empathy for no one. I can't put myself in your shoes. It's like a lot of these boys be like, I get pregnant, how you have a kid, how you doing this, how you doing that? Because I can't put myself in your shoes.
Mm-hmm. And then most of them they mama had a baby out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Had them out of wedlock.
Some of them, yeah, majority of them, yeah. But yet they don't have no empathy. They don't and no understanding for somebody else. They think they stuff don't stink.
Yeah. Okay, we've now got 3 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Okay. Do you have a village? And as in village, I mean, do you have people you can talk to when you're going through stuff? Do you have a family that you can run to? And how is your household? Like parents, brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles? And also, just to put the question all together, do you have married friends? If you aspire to get married, do you have married friends?
Okay, let's start there and then come back. All right, let's hear from you first.
So you said a lot, but I definitely have a village of many friends that are a family that was my birth family and family that I've sort of inherited over time. My mom was a single parent. My father passed away when I was 1, but she did what she had to do to make sure that she raised me as a young man and did what she had to do to keep me surrounded by people who can instill values in me, and I never take that for granted, and I try to pay that forward. And so what was the second part of the question? I just want to make sure that I got
I
it.
might not even remember the question.
Yeah, it was a lot too. But yeah, in terms of a village, I feel like a village is powerful. I believe in the mindset that the more you know, the more you owe. And so we need each other in order to get to where we need to be.
How's your friend group?
My
Do
friend
you have
group,
married friends?
I have married friends. I have friends of all different spectrums. I have married friends that's older than me. I look for wisdom, and so as someone who's looking for wisdom, I got to surround myself from people with different perspectives, different experiences.
Good young man, man. Good man. Like I said, the Bible says, with all diligence, seek wisdom. Mm-hmm. Seek wisdom. We always got to be seeking, because once we stop seeking, we kind of stop growing. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of men, especially as men, we get in that ego and we think we know everything. and we stop learning, we stop growing for people, especially in the relationship field, especially in the field like how to treat people, how to grow into relationships. We a lot of times we think we know anything, and I see a lot of people that marriage is ending. You get that 20 itch, I think is going around here. Your marriage is ending in 20 years because you thought you knew everything until you didn't. And we never know what we don't know until we don't know that we didn't know what we didn't know. So that's why
Makes sense.
until we don't, that's why it's always good to seek knowledge, seek wisdom, seek wisdom. I like to learn things every day about life.
You know what you just said took me back to a while ago when I was little, and I was telling my mama that I knew somebody, and she was like, "Tanya, now you know that I know that you know her," and I'm like, "Wait a minute, I knew that you knew that I know." I mean, you know, that was good. Okay.
That I've come from, and so I sort of lean on those when I need those moments of clarity.
Right.
We going trying to go live. Is the internet so we can have.
All right, let's hear from you over here.
All right. So first question was
Village.
Village. Yes, I have.
On the video, everything want to cut up, the wind, weather.
A Village. I'm part of a lot of different networks. So one of them is my fraternity I'm in. Wide network of brothers that help me out. I can talk to them whatever, whenever, for whatever. You know, so it's a wide range. Friends, associates across the country. I've been in the military, so I got a lot of people across the world that I can really reach out to if I need to. For
How is
whatever.
your friend group?
Friend group is pretty decent. Friend group is, I got some married friends. Some is not. So
If I
Yeah, I'll let you finish.
was a little bird and I was, you know, sitting somewhere with your friend group, like, would the conversation be the type that would leave me smiling or wondering what kind of person you are?
you're gonna definitely leave smiling because you. I mean, it'll be about some good stuff. It'll about be some money. It'll be about some money.
Okay.
It'll be about potential ventures and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And what she asked a good question because you are the average of the 5 people you hang around. And maybe I know a lot of people, I don't hang around. After my kids say that, I don't hang around 5. So if you hang around one, that one person has a bit more influence on you.
Yeah.
Whoever you hang around, the people you hang around has influence on you. And I posted the video the other day, man. Like I said, the only time men should be with men is they either sharpen the axe, talking about money, or like he said, we talk about making some money. We learning knowledge so we can make some more money. That's the only time man companionship is with man. If we doing, if this man we learning how to be better men, or if we learning how to make some money. Because otherwise, if you hanging with your companionship with your homeboys, then more than likely you probably up to no good. That's be weird. When men get with men, we either doing something that's not beneficiary to our partner. It's only beneficiary. Now I understand you chill sometimes, but a lot of times when our time is meant to be, we want to spend more time with a man, a boy, our homeboys, than we doing something we ain't supposed to be doing. We're not making no money.
Yeah, especially if you're just chilling. And I like to say the same, you know, with women.
Yeah.
As far as like if they're not having that intelligent conversation, if they, you know, just want to chill and go out to the club with girl every time, you know, don't want to do nothing to grow. That's somebody that you need to get out of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people make you feel like you wrong for stepping out of that friendship or stepping out of that, you know, situationship to better yourself.
Yeah.
But if you know that things are not going anywhere with that situationship / friendship, whether it's been your best friend for years since y'all was a child, you know what you need to grow. So never let anybody make you feel any other way for stepping out and wanting to better yourself because you're not learning for no more. It's okay to leave.
Yeah.
I love that she asked about the tribe. Is with like
because it's a difference. Because sometimes you can have a bunch of people that you got access to, but you don't really deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, like, say, see, that's good, but she narrowed it down. Say, no, your friend group, because then one of the people that you really gonna go get advice from. Not you get advice from other people, but the people you gonna get advice from, you gonna go to your friends first, and then probably the advice that you gonna take from.
Yeah, but do you even have people
to get advice from?
to go to? So that means a lot too, because if you're a loner, then you hold a lot of stuff in.
Yeah, you hold a lot of stuff in. So that was a double loaded question.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and what else? What else he say? But
what mannerism?
Nah, I was thinking about just like spending time with the person we spend the time with, we end up building a bigger bond with. So if I want to build a bigger bond with my homeboys, then I'm going to spend more time with them. But if my urge is to actually bond and connect with my woman, then I'm going to eventually spend more time with my woman, because that's what I want to. I want to bond more with her than I do with a man. So if you want to bond more with a man, then you spend more of your time with your man. But like I say, if God meant for men to be with Adam to be with Steve, then he would have made Steve and Adam. But instead, he made man's companionship to be Eve, the woman, the helper. The woman is the helper. The man is the one that give me advice. Mm-hmm. But the woman eventually is going to be the one that help me execute the plan that I'm getting with my homeboys. We talk about making money or getting it eventually together. But that's the only time men should be together, is when we learn how to be better men, or learning how to make some money. Other than that, a man's companionship is with his woman, because that's going to be his helper if you get a good woman.
Yeah, you definitely want to leave smiling.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's
And our last guy up here. Let's hear from you.
You said first question was a village, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I come from a
Where
very...
are you from? I was asked.
Everybody wants to know. Big secret.
Let me guess. Haitian?
No, I'm actually Jamaican.
Oh, what one?
What y'all say?
I don't know what that means.
I say I come from a very tight-knit family.
Okay.
Father, mother involved. I have 4 younger siblings, all of which I have like between 10 and 15 years, they're senior.
Okay.
So I raised all of them, like literally Pampers to the youngest one right now is 15, and he looks up to me. So yeah, close-knit family. And yeah, it's a village in all, aspect of the word. So.
Friend group? Do you talk to them? Who would you run to if you had an emotional problem? Because it's okay to talk to other people aside from your spouse, not a therapist. I'm talking about family member.
Okay, so I have a very close friend, actually of 10 years now.
Married?
Yeah, and his name is Garrett. And he's,
You want to say hi to Garrett?
Yeah. he a young black pilot at that. So for major airlines, shout out to him. And he just engaged to his girlfriend, so they're on their way to being married. So congrats on that as well. And yeah, I go to him. I chop it up with him, and basically, it's like checks and balances.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I pitch certain things to him, and he feeds back to me and tell me, am I in the right, am I in the wrong? And, so that's who I go to when I need to have a serious conversation.
Yep.
All right, it is time.
And I think we all as men, we need somebody to tell us when we're right and when we're wrong. We don't need people, because sometimes we get that friend group that only validate us and sugarcoat, pat on the back, and always let us know that you're right, man.
Yeah.
We need somebody to tell us right and wrong. Yeah, we do. Yeah. You need somebody to not just tell you right all the time, but actually tell you, man, nah, you wrong, man.
Yeah.
You need to go back and fix it with your wife. Go back and fix it with your woman.
Yes.
Man, man, you right, man. Man, that girl, man, she always tripping. You don't need people like that. You need a good friends will correct you, and they're gonna steer you in the right direction.
You wrong, yeah.
And even that means jeopardizing the friendship, because a good friend, you should trust them enough to tell you when you're right and you're wrong.
Yeah.
Not just sugarcoat things all the time.
I'm going to pop a balloon.
One balloon.
One balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop. All right. So why did you have your balloon
I was
unpopped?
ready.
I think she's beautiful, you know, and I want to hear her out and hear what she's coming from her perspective.
Why'd you end up popping his?
Like I said, all of you look good.
Appreciate it.
You're handsome. You're well
Thank
put together. I
Thank
love
you.
your shoes.
We
They
matching?
match. They match with your top.
We matching.
Yeah, shoes. Top and hat.
Alright.
You look great. I just have to make a choice, and it's a difficult situation to find yourself in.
It's all good. God bless.
Thank you.
Okay, so for our 2 guys left, do you guys have any questions for her? You ready? Okay, sorry. I may just walk all the way back here. All right, what are your questions?
Were you raised out of love or survival?
I'll say both. And let me elaborate.
Please.
I come from a large family. We had cousins in the house, a lot of them. Think about having 20 people in the house and your food.
A big fee. You gotta save us, pretty much. So, like, that's what I mean when I say love or survival.
Well, maybe survival is relative. I had to survive my cousins. That's a lot. So, but no, I went to boarding school my whole life and started dating late. And so I don't know that aspect. I'm sorry. So maybe that's another cultural thing. Because I do have black friends, and when we have conversations, they tell me I don't understand them. Because I wouldn't understand that maybe you make $30 an hour, and I'm like, you could do more, and you're like, I come from nothing. This is a lot. So I don't understand some things that.
Okay, so let me give you an alternative. Were you raised to be a wife or an independent woman?
Oh, definitely a wife.
That's
Good question.
That's a great question.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people out here, they you got to ask that question because the girl asked that question a lot. The other popular we did too.
Mhm.
Are you ready to be a husband, or are you just looking for a wife?
Yeah.
Because that's the question a lot of people say. Well, I'm just looking for a husband, and I'm not really ready to be the wife. I'm ready to still be me inside the relationship.
Yeah, and that question right there, were you raised to be independent or to be a wife, is so deep because a woman that's raised to be independent is going to be more a masculine.
Yeah.
Pretty much in a relationship. They're going to be Miss Independent.
Yeah. In a relationship.
INDEP. Yeah. I'm independent, more bullhead. More, like I said, masculine.
So that is a good question, especially coming from a person who has been, like I said, in bad relationships with people that took advantage of.
Yeah. Great question.
We're getting the short end of the stick. So that is a good question. I think a lot of people, if a woman has been taken advantage, that's a good question. Wifey material, or you just looking for, or was you raised to be a wife, or you like, what do you say?
A wife, or were you raised to be
independent? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that also can tell you who raised the person, whether they was raised by a daddy. I feel like a daddy may be like, you got to be independent. Don't be leaning on these men.
Yeah, daddy more
it tells a lot about who raised you too.
Yeah, who had your ear. Yeah.
That's kind of like what I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Connecting transformed our messy and scheduling into a smooth process. The team loves the clarity, and I love the time.
All right. Any questions over here?
Yes. Do you have any children?
No, not yet.
Okay. You want kids?
Of course I do.
Okay. What's that number looking like in your head? Ideal.
As I get older, the number reduces. At first, I would have gone for 12.
Oh God, damn.
No, I'm just saying, growing up, you want a large family. You think your cousins you want a home filled with kids. And then my dad would let me date, and I'm 21, 22, and the number keeps going down, and now I'm 36. I want 1 or 2, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you answered just you have any kids.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I do not.
Do you have kids?
Okay, no kids over there either.
The pressure.
Based off of what you said about your upbringing, I kind of have an idea of, how you are, but I'd ask because I don't want to, would you consider yourself high maintenance?
You should have taken the microphone when you didn't have no questions to ask. Well, what is high maintenance to you?
I mean, just above and beyond in every aspect.
Are you above and beyond?
I'd say I am, but I'm just saying, like, is there a down to earth side, or is it like expense all the time? You get what I'm saying?
So
Is there a balance?
what I would say is this. I am okay. I grew up comfortable. I had almost everything that I wanted. It's not a flex. It's because the monetary value is low. We can afford for those things, you know? So it's very relative. I would want to have everything I want in the world. Do you have everything you want in the world?
No, I do not.
We cannot have everything we want in the world, so that's the answer.
Okay. All right, cool. We'll leave it at that. So it is time to pop a balloon.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're popping? Okay. All right, why'd you end up popping?
The age came about,
All right.
but I said, let me stick it out and try to get a feel for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to go off just that. And I don't know. I just don't feel like
It's back.
yeah, between us. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm looking deep in your eyes. I'm trying to get that feel for you, but I just couldn't really get that connectivity. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's all.
Okay. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Like I said, they're all good-looking gentlemen, so yes, he will be.
Thank you.
Well, let me have you scoot that way. Scoot on over, scoot on over. Let me have you come on up here with us real quick. Let's see if we got a match. All right, do you guys have any final question between the two of you? Just one? If you don't
Well,
have
he
one,
don't
that's
look
okay as well.
confident. He got that like
No, I don't
he
have no
just
question.
happy to get. He's like,
Do you have any
is she gonna
questions?
fall for it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I might have to pop.
Okay.
Yeah. He just
All right.
didn't.
Why are
He
you
was just
popping?
like he was just
Just
happy to get
because
one.
he was not initially my first pick,
Okay.
but he does look good. He does look great.
Thank
He
you.
was
I'll
trying
have you
to
head
get a
back.
boy.
So who was your first pick? Since you said that, I gotta ask now.
Someone taller?
Oh,
Yes.
it's only like
Maybe amongst these two gentlemen.
Okay. All right. Well, unfortunately, that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you so much for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for her, guys.
Yeah, that's like I said,
you.
he was confident. He was like, "Oh, I hope she didn't," but I'm glad that he didn't.
Okay,
give
let's go
up
ahead
on
and bring out
himself.
our
He
next
still had
single
still like trying
lady.
to go, man. So he fought for the end, man. That was good.
Name and age, and what are some of your long-term goals?
Shaw, 34. I'd say a long-term goal of mine would be financial freedom. I'd like to have a farm one day, because I'm into gardening and stuff like that and sharecropping, so I'd like to own some cattle and, do my own thing off the grid, Definitely a family, children, more the better, more the merrier. Yeah, get married, settle down, that type of vibe.
What are some of your long-term goals?
Definitely start a family in the near future. Build a home.
No, I want to get them two dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I'm sorry. When I asked you, like, what?
Someone
Hope this mascara never sells out. It's a lifesaver for those with short lashes. Recommended by Taylor Swift's makeup artist.
who has a relationship with God and values that relationship with God, meaning you don't have to come to me perfect, but every day you're working on becoming a better person.
Yeah.
Someone who's family oriented as well.
And I think
someone who puts family above.
And I think that's really what it's all about. Every day we should really become better people. So if you get somebody in their 30s and their 40s, they should be a whole different person. They should be a better person. That's all you could. If you don't be nothing in life, this would be better than you was yesterday.
Of career.
And over here?
Loyal, patient. I like a smart woman. I like someone we can have like great debates on. funny, like can take a joke, can dish a joke, like to have a good time. Some good characteristics.
Okay.
It's pretty much.
And over here.
I love a woman that's God-fearing, a woman that loves her family as well. Don't like being outside too much, but you know when it's time to go outside, we have fun together. Also, what else? A woman that I could just have a good time with. You know what I'm saying? I just genuinely enjoy spending time with her. So that's all it is for real.
Let's go ahead and pop another balloon whenever you're ready. Oh, all right. So James, why was your balloon unpopped?
Just like her career choice, you know, she's registered nurse. I think that's, you know, an intriguing career, you know, showing that she's into caregiving and has caring abilities.
Yeah.
I also just like the fact some of her just alone.
Yeah, like, that is a good quality. Like a lot of times, people occupational job, what they do, tells the kind of personality they have. Because it takes a lot. It takes a caring person to actually be a caregiver. And another dude said he was a caregiver too, so they would actually make a good couple because they both in the caregiving field. But she might not.
Goals as well.
Okay. Why'd you end up popping his?
It was just a tough decision. I guess I don't know. I think you seem a little too like serious. I'm looking for somebody so you know.
You talk really low. I thought I was soft spoken, but yeah, I can barely hear anything.
I think you're a little too serious. But yeah, somebody be a little fun at times. You don't give me that vibe. So
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. The environment, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I want to know what your purpose in life is. Have you found your purpose in life?
My purpose in life. That's a tough question. I don't know how to answer that. Like, I mean.
A follower.
When I ask you like, what's your purpose in life? I just want you to give me something. Like, how old you say you was?
I'm 29.
Because he keep
29
looking
years
at the
old.
dude
Like,
just trying to vibe off.
you know, I feel like we all have a purpose. Like I know my purpose is to help people on the earth. You know what I mean? That's why I became a nurse for sure. You know what I mean? So I just wanted you to give me something that gets you out of bed, something that makes you happy, you love doing. So I just wanted to know something. That's all it was.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alrighty. So now, is he someone that's your type?
No, keep going. Let.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Then we did get another pop here as well. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
It was pretty much the same thing. I feel like, you know, you might, as you get older, your purpose can get greater or it can change. But at this point, I think at our big age, you should know about, you know, something. Like, if you still figure it out, maybe, you know, but kind of want you to have something figured out on your purpose of why you here or what you, putting out.
Okay. Now, is he also someone that's your type?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Thank you.
And like I was saying earlier, man, sympathy, empathy, and understanding. Everybody is just not. I know us men kind of find their purpose or what we think is our purpose earlier than women. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times women they just go in the career, they get in the career, and they just once they grab a hold, many people once they grab a hold of something, they just go down that field. Not necessarily my purpose, and everybody don't talk about purpose. Sometimes we got to realize that everybody's just not hearing the things that we hearing. Like the way I talk, the way we talk would be we'd be talking something that be foreign to somebody else because we're just in a different season. So everybody's not out here thinking about purpose. They just really just going with the flow.
Yeah.
At 30,
Survivor.
at 40, 50. You got people 50, 60 years old that don't know your purpose. So if you was to knock somebody, if that was a question that you used to pull somebody in, do you know your purpose? Many people would say, no, I don't. That's just the way it is. And like I said, sympathy, empathy, and understanding, we got to realize that everybody's just not at the same position we are in life, especially for women. A lot of women, even men, we just don't reach our full potential if our urge is to be in a relationship. Until we get in a relationship, then we able to find our true self in a good relationship. We say, oh, now I have my purpose. Because I didn't have my purpose. My wife didn't have her purpose at a young 30 years old. I mean, a lot of people don't. You eventually find, I'm just not really finding my purpose now at 39, 40 years old. My true, and they say, oh, they want to do, and then they end up saying that's our purpose. So a lot of times we end up making our purpose, and it might not even be our purpose.
Yeah, and they never know. They never know they could have helped her with a purpose.
And
like sometimes it takes somebody else to see something in you for it to
open
dawn
you up.
on you, like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I do that, or
Yeah.
I really do enjoy doing it. This
the
is my
blind spot,
purpose.
yeah. And she's actually probably is doing her purpose, but she just don't know what like purpose. She
can't put it together.
She can't put it
like,
together like this is my purpose.
Yeah.
Like the dude, he say, I know I'm doing what I'm doing. I know my purpose. Men, we recognize it. But when people hear inside of things like the 5 gifts, the talents and stuff, everybody don't know that stuff. So when we know more than somebody else, we seem to be not understanding that you don't know that. We think everybody know what we know, and we got to let that go because we miss out on good things because we think everybody know what we know, and everybody's different.
Yeah,
everybody's different. I think we need to have more sympathy, empathy, and understanding when we out here dating. You know, certain things, like I said, are just non-negotiable. But yeah, it did for a second. Yeah, I like I said, I don't know if you caught that last part, but like I said, we really need to have more sympathy, empathy, and understanding for one another out here. If we really want to find love, we got to put all that that we know it all, that we so perfect aside, because nobody is perfect. And if we look for perfect people out here in an imperfect world, then you may forever be lonely.
And this has been another episode of Visions of Love and Relationships. Make sure you like, comment,
and let us know.
Subscribe, share if you got anything out of this, and let us know what you think.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
Because we would love to vibe off you.
Yeah.
You help us. Let us know if we did something wrong, or let us know what we could have dig deeper at. Let us know.
And let us know if it's something that you would like to hear me and Lamont discuss.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right. They had vision, and together they built the life that they love.
Go build. Want to do the same?
In the city lights, we shine so bright. Tanya and Lamont, we're in the limelight, sharing stories on our podcast every night. Spreading love and soul, our words take flight. Talking about love, we keep it real and raw. Through the ups and downs, we stand tall. Our voices blend like a sweet harmony, touching hearts, creating unity. Dive deep into emotions, no filter inside. Tanya's honesty, Lamont's soulful inside. Exploring love's highs and lows. It's our mission, connecting souls to heartfelt conversation.